A very warm welcome to the viewers of onlymyhealth.com. Today the topic for discussion is handling pregnancy, the most challenging years in the life of a woman. Every woman today wishes to be a mommy, and that too to a healthy baby. So you can see how challenging these 9 months of pregnancy are. Here the mother has to nurture and provide to the health and the nourishment of a new life which is growing inside her, called the fetus, and at the same time also cater to the needs and requirements of her own body tissues, the growing placenta, the uterus, the growing breast tissue. She also has to cater to delivery and lactation, which will need a lot of nutrition, nourishment and energy. 9 months of pregnancy are a period of great physiological stress and strain on the mother. She has a growing fetus inside her, and there are a lot of hormonal changes also happening. So she needs to put on at least 7 to 10 kilos of weight during these 9 months. The pregnancy period can be divided into 3 trimesters. The first trimester is not so challenging. The growth of the fetus is slow, and the mother may be suffering from morning sickness, which will not let her take too much of food. So that time, if not enough nutrition is being taken, it's all right. But the second and the third trimester become very relevant, where the growth really picks up and the mother has to cater to her requirement, to the requirement of the fetus. So a high calorie, a high protein, a good nourishing diet is suggested and recommended for her. Sometimes the pregnant woman feels that, oh, she's got a new life in her, so she can afford to eat for 2 people. But that's not right, because if she overeats, she's going to put on so much weight, more than the 10 kilos, and it will be difficult to later on shed. At the same time, if she remains undernourished, the fetus will not get enough nourishment, and when the baby is born, it will be underweight, premature, and may have certain birth defects. So my dear friends, especially the women who are aspiring to be pregnant, watch out and take a good nourishing diet. Now I will suggest to you certain pregnancy diet rules which a woman has to follow. All in a day, the woman needs to eat at least 5 small meals, maybe 3 large meals and 2 snacks which are rich in proteins in between. Never starve herself, because the fetus will be demanding nutrition from her all the time, and it will keep her undernourished and not healthy. The calories which she needs to eat has to be taken from carbohydrates, proteins and fats. She should go in for healthier protein options. Before we get into the food sources, it is important to understand that proteins are very necessary for a pregnant woman, because the fetus tissue has to be built and developed, her own body tissue needs to be built and developed, and there is an expanding blood volume which greatly has a demand for proteins. A normal woman needs about 1 gram per kg ideal body weight of proteins. So during pregnancy, she needs to eat an extra 15 to 20 grams. So I would suggest that if she takes a glass of milk more than what she is actually having, will take care of the protein requirements sufficiently. Low fat dairy products should be good sources of protein as well. Say for example, yogurt made from toned milk, paneer made at home from low fat milk is going to be very beneficial for her. Vegetable sources of protein which would be just ideal are tofu, whole grains, legumes, nuts and seeds will give her good amount of protein. From the animal sources, she should preferably take more of egg whites, less of yolk, less amount of saturated red meat, and those which contain and are high on fat.